on this episode, we've decided that we were going to cold brew some pu'erh. I think it's safe to say that that's not something people traditionally do, or typically do. I myself thought it was kind of like a gross idea, but we kind of found some pu'erhs that I think are going to work really well with cold brewing.
Yeah.
So what we have done is we took a ripe pu'erh and a raw pu'erh. So this is the raw pu'erh, obviously.
And ripe.
And the ripe's over there. And we have one where we just cold brewed it in the fridge. We just threw some leaves in some reverse osmosis water and let it sit in the fridge sealed. And then we have another one where we actually steeped it out, poured it into these, steeped it out with like a gaiwan, trying to do our best to make sure that it's going to taste good. We didn't like oversteep or anything like that. And then threw it in the fridge. So this has been sitting now for 72 hours?
Yeah,
3 days?
around 3 days. Like almost 3 days.
Right, and this one has been in the fridge for roughly 24 hours.
Yeah, just chilling.
Just chilling.
Chilling.
So, what?
I didn't mean it in like the way that like...
No pun intended.
No.
What was it?
I meant like the literal way.
Just chilling. Oh, just chilling. You meant... Okay, I got you.
Literally, just chilling.
That's funny. Okay, so this here is a raw tea from White 2 Tea, and it's part of a bundle, if you will, which basically it gives you a chance to sample a variety of different raw teas from different regions. So this one in particular is from Lancang and Jingmai. So it's a delicious raw tea. We didn't actually get this in the bundle with all the other teas. We actually just got this as a like...
It was like free.
It was like a free
bonus tea.
A bonus tea for ordering a bunch of tea from them on January 1st. So that was a pretty awesome score, and it's delicious tea. Julia, what are we looking at here?
Well, what we got over here is actually one of my favorite ripe pu'erhs, and I kind of am a little shameful to admit it, but then also not because I love it so much. So this one is Nomixian.
Sounds about right.
So it's not a pure tea cake. It's actually blended with this Nomixian, which is a sticky rice herb that naturally grows in Yunnan province. And oh man,
it's real creamy. It's delicious.
Yeah, because before, it's like getting into teas, I didn't really like tea or ripe pu'erhs, and like this one was like hold the phone.
I don't even know how we came upon it.
We were in Portland at
They sold it there?
A food co-op, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
And they had like tea there. We got like a little tocha of it, and I was like, oh, it's so good, I need more. So now I have a whole tong of it.
Yeah, that was Christmas present. So,
yeah.
All right. So what we're gonna be doing? This is we were originally just gonna taste these and see how it went, but we decided that would be probably a little boring. So what we're gonna do is blindfold one or the other. And then try to guess which one is which. I think it's going to be pretty obvious.
Maybe. Really think it's going to be
I think it's going to be obvious. I think that the one that we steeped out, the one that's obviously like more colored, is going to be a lot more potent.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be pretty obvious. But more importantly, it's like which one are we going to find more delicious? So
that's true.
And this kind of does, by blindfolding yourself, you kind of do away with those like assumptions. So, what are we tasting first?
Let's blindfold you first.
Alright.
So you're gonna try some ripe pu'erh.
Cool. Sounds good. I don't even know. Are we just gonna drink it out of these, or we don't need these, do we?
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we like.
Go for it.
We will.
I will turn my head now.
Okay.
Alright, so you gotta unscrew them both. That way I can't detect exactly which one am I sonic hearing.
No, I'm gonna unscrew them. Oops. And then like switch them around a whole bunch. But in the air, so you can't like follow the
Don't spill it.
echoes.
Don't spill it. Just put it into this vicinity.
Off. I'm so weak.
What? You can't take it off? I can take it off.
No.
I can take it off blindfolded.
Yeah, look at that. It was on there good.
Just put it into my
Alright, I'm
grasps.
moving them around.
Sure you are.
Hey! I am too.
Hey, you can see?
Okay.
Just give me one. I'm ready for
Here's one.
this. Just set it
Do
on the
you know
computer.
what it is?
I don't. If I had to tell by the texture, I would say this one, I've got a 50% chance of this. This one is the steeped one.
You were cheating. You can't do that kind of stuff.
Okay. That's really good. Let's try the next one.
Okay.
That's really refreshing.
Nice. Here's the other one.
So this one must be the one that's not steeped.
What? I'm just saying, that's not allowed.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, so this one's definitely more powerful. Although I don't know. Yeah, this one's better.
That one's better? This one? Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because this one I feel like is a lot more watered down. It just tastes watered down. This one tastes
Interesting.
like fully steeped. So obviously this one is the one that we steeped.
Okay. Wait, what?
This one is the one that we hot brewed.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Texture-wise, I think they both taste the same. Actually, let me try that one more time. Yeah, they both taste the same. We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
What?
But
Was I wrong?
you were right.
Oh, you switched them around on me.
No, I didn't. You said this one was.
Oh, okay,
this
never
is
mind.
the steeped one.
I'm confused. Yeah, that one's
Oh, now
really
you're
good.
confusing me, but okay.
No, that one in my opinion is better. Yeah, this one because it has tea in it is the one that we put in the fridge.
Yeah, you can also obviously see like color-wise. Like this one was steaming for quite a while.
Yeah.
So it's like this one is obviously darker than
It
this
actually
one.
surprised me as to how light the one that we didn't hot brew, hot steep, was. It was like almost too subtle. But anyway,
Really?
let's go ahead and blindfold you now. You can probably leave those off.
Okay.
We'll set them over here, or we'll set them back there.
Nah.
Alright, so this is already tied, so I'm gonna let you just throw it around your head.
Okay, I'm just gonna retie because your head is different size than my huge head.
It's just the hair.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Okay, here I go. Going under to the matrix.
Into the matrix. Whoa, Jesus.
I'm ready.
Okay, put your hands out.
Okay.
Just like I did. Okay, you ready?
Insert. Okay.
So alright, focus on texture, focus on, you know, kind of like subtle things.
Wow. That is so, like, smooth.
Is it?
It's like so appley. I'm guessing that this. I mean,
Really
I'm not
appley,
gonna
huh?
say yet, but yeah, it's definitely like almost like the cinnamon apple.
Oh, interesting.
It's good.
Here's the next one. It's good?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Oh man,
Is that one?
I don't know which one's which.
You don't?
No.
That's awesome. Is it because they taste identical, or is it because, like, do they taste differently? Like, does one have different taste notes, or does one...
Okay, get this one right here.
You just can't tell which one's steeped more strongly.
It's gonna take a while.
Do, 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 do. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say you like the one in your right hand more.
Like they're both astringent and like the same level.
Really? Okay. How do they taste though? Do you like them? Are you like, eh?
It's like, it's not bitter at all. It does have this like slight drying.
Puckeriness?
Yeah, like just like lemonade.
Okay.
And they both have this like...
Okay, you're gonna drink all the way.
Hold on.
Take a bigger gulp of the one you
They
left
both
in.
have this... Oh gosh, I'm like about the giggles right now.
Teardrop!
So, trying really hard not to spit out my tea. Okay. This one has a better aftertaste, I feel like. Or like beginning taste. It has this like very like...
Opposites.
Yes. It has this very like milky
Okay.
taste. It's like this milky apple-y taste.
Okay.
It reminds me of like an apple pie kind of taste.
Take a small sip of that one. You're gonna drink it like, oh, you're like halfway down the glass.
This one's like kind of more like apple cidery taste. Like it has a little bit more bitterness. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Take a guess.
Okay. This one's the hot brew. This is a cold brew.
Okay.
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 Okay. I got it.
Okay. Wait. I want to see who they are. Don't. Switch
Okay.
them
I didn't
around.
switch them around.
Okay.
I just moved them to the side.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, dude, you were wrong.
It's so hard to figure this one out.
I want you to take some more of this, try to balance it out, so that way I'm not like, oh, this one weighs more, I know which one's which, kind of thing. How fun. Alright, I'm in the Matrix. Hit me. I'm just gonna drink it all. Don't crack them. Alright, let's see if I can identify which one's which.
Okay.
You can like put one in one hand and one in the other. So I'll just go.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Start with the right hand. It smells nice. Wow, it's really subtle. It's definitely nothing like brewing, hot brew.
Yeah.
At least for this one. Let's see. Let's make
That is very true.
Okay. This one's the one that we brewed hot brew. This one is the one that we brewed cold brew.
Okay.
Am I wrong? This one tastes more potent than this one, but just subtly. Just enough to where it's like, I would prefer it done this way than this way. Yeah, that's good. This one's a little more astringent, this one's a little sweeter though. I don't know which one I like more, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really close. Like, they are very similar.
Yeah. It would take like a long time for me to decide which one's which.
That's why
I'm gonna
it
stick
took
to
me
my
so long.
original. I'm gonna go with this one's hot, this one's cold. See where
Okay.
I'm at. Yeah!
Switch them real quick.
I did it!
Shoot.
Sweet! Look at that, and they sucked them down exactly equally.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Okay, I didn't redo your
Piece of
head
advice I have
size.
for someone trying to succeed in the film
I just
industry.
made it work.
Any creative space, is
Just
if you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
does this work again?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so tight feeling.
I didn't make it smaller.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this one.
Which one?
And that one in your left hand, this one in your right hand.
Okay.
It's good. It's really good, huh?
It's like chocolate.
I wouldn't have said that, but yeah.
It's just like this, like,
Carob kind
kind of, you know,
bitter,
has that
dark chocolate.
bitterness, but then it has this, like, this, the rice, like, makes it like this really, like, milky
Uh-huh.
chocolate. Like, just the way I love to make my chocolate milk. Like, mostly milk and a little bit of
The
chocolate.
rest of your life.
Can you tell which one's which? You can't, huh? Your taste buds are broken, right? Oh man, that's funny.
The thing is that it's so weird. Okay, so this one starts out with like that watery taste,
Uh-huh.
and then ends on like a kind of more like tea taste, and like kind of sticks to my tongue some more. This one has the initial like tea, and then like aftertaste, and it kind of fades into this watery taste. So it's like, which one is which?
Interesting. I think that's a valid, that's like an accurate way to describe it. And once you guess, I will let you know as to what my reasons.
Okay, this is the cold brew.
The best piece of advice I have for someone trying to succeed in the film
Okay.
industry or any creative space is if you're doing what everyone else is doing,
Yay!
You did it. So, what I'm thinking here is, I don't know. So, I think that this one has been steeped out longer, so it kind of gives you this aftertaste, which is why it gives you that, like, returning flavor, I guess. Like, it kind of, it stays around longer just because it's been steeping for a lot longer.
Well, didn't I say that this one?
You said that one returns, you said this one's watery up front. No, I'm sorry, you said this one was initially...
I just burped like a grotesque lady on camera.
Okay. You said this one initially is like powerful up front, and this one is powerful coming back, like in the aftertaste. So go ahead and taste them non-blindfolded.
maybe it comes from Woody Guthrie. Freedom for me is waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night, and in between doing exactly what I want to do. What's the secret to happiness?
See what you
The
think.
secret to happiness is finding something you love and doing that for the rest of your life.
It also tastes like almonds. I can tell that, at least I can tell that this one's just a little bit bitter. Like a little bit. It's got a slightly more of a bite to it. But like the sticky rice makes it so smooth and like all around, you know?
Yeah, see, they're all really, really sweet. Well, not really, really sweet, but they're all really...
Just delicious. Like deliciously.
It's like
It reminds you of such sweet things.
yeah, it's just like a natural sweetness. It doesn't taste like, obviously, it has any sugar at it or anything like that. I really like the cold brew.
Yeah, I could chug these.
Here you go.
Like,
Taste some of that again. I wanted you to start out with on this one I wanted you to start out with the lighter one, but you're right, they're definitely very, very close. This one is for sure sweeter, but I don't know if I necessarily like that over the fact that this one has a little more kick to it. I really can't decide.
It's so much. Like the initial taste of this one is like really there, and this one's like. I like this one more. This one.
Yeah, I don't know though. This one is like more subtle, and it's like a little more, I almost want to say like elegant, and this one is just kind of like...
Yeah, I feel like this one kind of has like this, like, because it's reminding me...
Okay, by this one I mean, we're say cold brew, hot brew is the way we're going to be like...
So the hot brew raw pu'erh, it reminds me, something about, like both of them, just as tea in general, reminds me of like apple pie, or like apple crumble or something like that. And it almost reminds me of like a store-bought apple pie too, just because it reminds me of that sugar. Like this one reminds me of like, there's like this custard like apple pie.
Interesting.
And like this one is like, has more like earthier apple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why. Just like, I want to say that this one tastes more like tea. I don't know why I want to say that though.
This one tastes, yeah.
It's just, I guess just because it has this earthier taste.
Yeah.
Which is so weird because this is how you normally steep tea. All we did was steep it out regularly and then throw it in the fridge. And this one was literally just put tea into... By the way, we use the same amount of leaves. So we used, I think it was like 3 grams of leaves in this. And then we used 3 grams of leaves in this, but we just used like 100 milliliter gaiwan and then kind of steeped it out.
Yeah, these are multiple brews.
Yeah, multiple brews of...
Just to fill it up till it's like the same.
Yeah. I figured that was the best way to do it just because this one is the same leaves.
Same
steeping.
amount, same portion, but
yeah.
Instead of being like drawn back and forth, you know.
Yeah, so, you know, I really, really like both of the teas. I think that with like really high quality pu'erh, this is raw pu'erh, this could actually be like incredibly delicious.
Yeah, because
we didn't necessarily want to use the highest of qualities that we had just because we're stingy.
Yeah, and also this is like the first time we've ever done this experiment.
Yeah, this is completely new to us. So
yeah.
We took like a small sip of I think this one before we did anything, but that was it. And that was like 2 days ago. But anyway, yeah, I think with certain raws, this could be really, really good. It's excellent already as it is, cold brew, which really surprises me. I thought it was going to be a little bit weird. I thought I wasn't going to like it. Now with ripe pu'erh, I think it's going to take a certain ripe, because you could have some, I don't know that I'd necessarily want like really, really earthy ones.
You know, I would, because it's like the earthy ones remind me so much of river water and just like, you know, like that coldness.
So maybe like cold
it's like,
stream almost.
oh, like it's so like refreshing and like you like, I don't know, it just feels like.
Well, we have some white tea lumber slut, which is pretty earthy, so maybe we'll throw that into...
I drink it.
Yeah, maybe we'll throw that into a cold brew and see what happens, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
Dang. Overall, I'm pretty stoked on this.
Yeah.
I like it. I think we're gonna have to do this more often.
Yeah, I feel like with the cold brews, like with the notes, like you kind of get past the whole like, oh, it's hot, you know, like, and like, I mean, I feel like it's really easy to figure out the notes.
Focus on the specific taste.
Like the flavor of it, and like it's so obvious initially. You're like, this tastes like this, you know. It's not. I don't know.
I think that yeah, I see what you're saying though. I think that I like more often than not. So maybe like 60% of the time, I would go with hot brewed of these. Just because you get more texture, you get more aromas.
Yeah.
And I think the flavor is definitely a little more potent when it comes to hot brewed tea, which is funny because these were hot brewed and then we cooled them down. But I do feel like they kind of became less flavorful almost. I can't really explain that one though.
I feel like the cold brews are, or just any of these are kind of lacking in aftertaste. Like I'm not left with this sort of.
Yeah, but I think on a hot day you would be like stoked to have these because they were so refreshing. Either of them. I want to say the raw pu'erh is definitely a little more refreshing than this one is, but at the same time this one has a really good taste. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very happy with like the results because I can't really say like, oh, this one's infinitely better than the other ones, and you know, like this is the only way I do it because honestly, you could do it either way. This is something that if I was going in like if I knew I was going to on like a long car ride or something like that, or like a road trip or something, I would throw this in the fridge, a lot larger than what it is now, for a few days, and then just take it with me and be very happy with the results. So
yeah, or like a bike ride. Or
yeah, exactly. Just anything. It's like really you can.
That'd be so good.
Yeah. I'm like contemplating. Maybe I should just like take a good portion of one of my tea cakes and just like dedicate it to cold brewing now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's the video, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more of our videos, hit subscribe. And if you yourself has cold brewed some pu'erh teas, tell us what kinds of pu'erh you've brewed. I'd be really interested to brew like some really high quality stuff and see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Or even not pu'erh. You know, what kinds of teas have you guys brewed? What do you think of the methods that we used? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.